With your skin.
Well, all black people are treated unfairly, light skin or dark skin.
Yeah.
They've been
like everything they get on people.
Can't trust a pretty boy with lights.
Familiar? Colorism, the intraracial discrimination based upon skin tone, wherein those of a darker one are looked down upon, and specified stigmas and stereotypes are assigned to those varying in color. Now, this is nothing new or different. Colorism takes root in slavery when slave owners were giving preferential treatment to those with fairer complexion. But the darker slaves did not get the privileges that the lighter skinned ones did, which is why we have such a problem now. This issue is more prevalent than ever, and it affects everybody involved. Matter of fact, it is absolutely everywhere. Depicted in movie, television, and film, dark-skinned men, women, and children are usually ruffians, are thugs, and uneducated, and light-skinned men, women, and children are usually who are looked up to, portrayed as pretentious, hard to get, oversensitive, and gold diggers. On both sides of the spectrum, nobody is winning.
Like separating people by color instead of class.
What is it? It is discrimination of colors.
What I know of colorism is light skin versus dark skin. That's the most general definition of that.
Basically, a feud against black, light-skinned people and dark-skinned people.
How do you recognize it in your day-to-day life?
Usually I see it more with just like little comments and jokes and stuff like that.
People don't look the same. Not everybody look the same. Everybody's different, you know. It's not hard to notice. I mean, it's hard not to notice.
You can actually recognize colorism in everyday life just being African American because we are so many different shades. I think it's something that we run into, whether it's like in the media, whether it's like in the workplace. You can recognize colorism just by the way you're treated as a darker skinned individual.
People arguing
Over what?
their skin color.
How do I recognize it?
Yeah.
Society has always wanted light-skinned women or a white woman in their advertisement or their TV board.
It's always like when you're walking down the street and who gets noticed first, who gets complimented first, and depending on who I'm with, if I'm with someone who's slightly darker than me, I'll be the first one, or if someone's lighter than me, then they'd be the first person to for someone to say something about them. So.
How do you think it intersects with gender?
And well, some boys of this age, they prefer light-skinned women over dark-skinned.
I mean, females is the same.
Vice versa too.
Yeah, vice versa. Females are the same.
The males in my race, because I'm not light-skinned, I don't have curly long hair, and all this different type of stuff. Like, I'm not exotic enough, I'm not mixed, so I feel like I'm looked over by them.
I'm out the sun, I'm a light skin, so it's like a whole bunch of people try to talk to me, but then you get dark skinned girls. On social media, I am not very well interpreted, but then and then if you see me in person, you be like, yeah, but then if I was dark skinned on social media, I would only be acceptable, and then you get in person and it's like,
Here they have like this image in their mind of this perfect, like this perfect female that's like the perfect in between of dark skin to white or Caucasian. I'm put in between both of them. It's like you're kind of made to pick sides, I guess.
Skins, I ain't gonna lie. Nowadays, people are starting to choose dark skins over light skins, which they should have been, you know what I'm saying?
it intersects with gender when you have the light skinned boys that will only date dark skins, or you have the dark skinned girls that will only date light skins or dark skins, and then they don't really get to know the inside of people.
Everybody went through liking light skinned girls with curly hair. Remember that?
When they that's the mixed girls versus the naturals.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that.
It definitely intersects with gender, especially me being a darker-skinned African-American woman. It intersects with gender, especially in areas of media. So when it comes to like models, photography, and just basically anything that deals with sales, sometimes people feel that fairer skin tones are a little bit more ambiguous and can seem a little bit more desirable. And so a lot of the times that's how it can transition, especially when it comes to gender. I don't think men necessarily probably experience the same things that women do when it comes to colorism.
It's not good to discriminate either way it goes.
How do you think white people participate in colorism?
Participating since slavery time. Just keep them real.
I think that people of other races sometimes participate in colorism by perpetuating it. I think it's a very, very long history of how we kind of get to this point to even have a discussion about colorism, but I think it starts from the beginning, wherever that is. And so I think when people continue to perpetuate it, when people continue to either make jokes or not see colorism as a very serious subject, then that's participating and perpetuating it.
And they don't really. I guess you could say that they have, like, this is off topic from really what it is, but you could say a lot of models might be, like, of a lighter skin, so most people probably generally want to be lighter skin. So I'm like, white models, I mean, I feel like they don't participate as much, since this is mainly in the black community. They're just being white because they're white. But when black people, have lighter skin, they think about it that way. Oh, I'm close to being white.
You guys know any dark skin or light skin jokes? Like, what?
I don't text back.
They really make, like, people make, like, dark skin jokes. They just call you, I say, like, you're, like, really dark. Like, they, like, compare you to, like, other dark things.
Dark skins have attitudes, they're ghetto, they're loud, they're ugly, they look like roaches. Heard a lot.
Baby, monkey, spook, midnight, stuff like that.
White, like, they call me white, they think I'm white.
Light skin boys are gay. I'm not for real. They're just pretty. They're pretty boys. Yeah, they're pretty boys and they whine about everything and they get on people's nerves. Like, you cry over everything. Shut up, you know? Well, I'm brown skinned, so like I'm in between, so nobody really care about me.
I've been called most of the dark skin jokes. I'm just saying. Right? So where did you?
Been called?
It was people are like when the lights turn off, they're like, "Where did Isaiah go?" or something like that. I blend in with the shadows or something like that. Also, I mean, there've been harsher ones.
Like,
I mean, I kind of don't want to say it because it'll just ruin the mood. But also, let me think. Another joke.
People will say light skins are always prettier than dark skins, but you know you have ugly people and you have pretty people. Your color doesn't determine how cute you are.
how do you think your skin tone is represented in the media?
They're always criminals. They never get their way. They either get shot in jail, and yeah.
Society doesn't love us for some reason.
In recent years, we've been on the come up, but in the past, you know how the black community in general has been seen, like in the 90s.
Black Panther now.
Yes, we have that now. But in all other years, we were just basically black funny people in movies and TV. It's like, ha, black people telling jokes now. Ha. And nowadays, we're actually being representative as actual people.
And I feel like they could get away with some stuff. Not a lot, like black.
They can get away with more than dark skins can.
Yeah.
I would say it's being represented a little bit more positively now, because I feel like I'm kind of around the area of, I guess, like Kerry Washington, Angela Bassett area. And so, I mean, a lot of people love them and stuff like that because of what they're in and things like that. But then sometimes you can tell too, like on the flip side, like Nicki Minaj and even like Rihanna, like being slightly lighter, they're viewed as sometimes they're like promiscuous, or like sexy because of the way they dress, but not necessarily because of who they are as a person as a whole. So yeah, it's kind of like on one hand it can be very, very positive. We're trying to build more positivity, but it's like the minute someone dresses a certain way, it's only about that and not the whole picture.
They see a black face, they see ghetto, they see loud, they see unprofessional, and that's not me at all.
Who do you think benefits from it? Who benefits?
White people.
White people.
Why?
I don't know. To me, there's really no benefit. They're really just wasting their time because at the end of the day,
Colorism is almost like a double-edged sword, so I think it just depends on the person and the situation. I believe sometimes in the workplace, depending on what the interviewer might want, colorism might benefit someone who may not look as threatening, so I would say someone who might be lighter skinned with a different texture of hair might be looked at as a little bit less intimidating than someone who might be natural or a little bit Afrocentric. Still qualified, but you know, just because of colorism, it could become an issue. So I really think it depends on the person and the situation.
The lighter skin tone represents, is benefits from the colorism.
They're given more of a, like they're set on a pedestal because they look more like the majority white people. So they're put on a pedestal because they look more like what they want them to look like, which is white. Now, dark skins, they're not put on the pedestal with light skins, which is unfair, but that's how society is.
Light skins get nobody who benefits from it. Nobody. Oh, okay, I'm mad. I feel light skins benefit from it because tell me your reasoning. Yeah, I feel like, let me tell you, if you walk in a white store and you light skinned, they ain't smart. They gonna think you white. If I walk in the store, they gonna be like, I don't know what you hold on, but if you're light skinned, they're gonna consider you as black because you still have that black texture in your skin. But white. You just, you ain't let me finish. Okay, I'm sorry. They're gonna expect you okay, but if you're with a dark skin and you're light skinned and you walk into a white owned store, they will follow y'all still, but it's like if y'all split up, they won't worry about the light skin as much because they have that white in their skin.
Face value, it would seem to be the lighter skinned individuals in the situation. Nobody's winning because everybody's chasing an image. I have light skinned friends that their blackness is always being questioned. Are you black enough? Oh no, you're not black, you're just dark skinned white. Like that part of their identity is being taken away from them. There are dark-skinned people, they're made fun of because of their skin, they're criminalized because of their skin, they are dehumanized because of their skin. Nobody wins on either side of the spectrum. Nobody's benefiting except for the people perpetuating.
What do you think can be done on a communal level to end colorism?
Black people nowadays, we think it's still a value trait, and so we all feel like we need to be light skinned. Well, not all of us. Some of us are proud of our dark skin because we were probably born with it and probably put down many times. And so now we accept ourselves.
Have to speak up.
It's gonna forever be an issue.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
Because there's always gonna be someone who has their own opinion about something, one color over another, one race over another, one ethnicity over another. So
it's not as bad as before, but it's still gonna keep
It's getting better, but it's never gonna go away.
Yeah, it's gonna stay.
The ignorance of what comes out of people's mouths. They don't know how it feels, and like they shouldn't judge a person by their like skin color. They really shouldn't actually talk about somebody just because of their skin color.
By making sure I do not limit myself to the stereotypes and stigmas that are applied to my skin, and I encourage the people around me to do the same. Most of my family is dark skinned, including my little sisters, and to make sure they grow up knowing that they're beautiful and it doesn't take as long as it did for me. I make sure I tell them that they're gorgeous every morning. Their name is gorgeous.
Queen, yeah. Yo, you smelling like watermelon, mango, and dreams all at the same time. I couldn't even imagine what you taste like. Treat me like an alien, I'm new to the earth, but you're so from the root that it hurts, so let me probe your mind, yeah. Cause we could talk about the universe and grow one time. Plus you got a glow unlike any other I've seen. Chalk that up to the melanin, chalk that up to